In today's video, I'm going to be deep cleaning 5 places I oftentimes forget to clean. I don't know about you, but there's always these little places in my house that sometimes wait till the last minute to be cleaned. This is episode 5 in my deep cleaning series, so I better get started and get all these things done before Thanksgiving. I'll also be ending with cooking dinner. Welcome to my channel if you are new. Welcome back if you are returning. My name is Bridget. I make cleaning, organizing, homemaking type videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe if you are new. I post every Tuesday and Friday and would love to have you join us here. To get us started, I'm going to start by cleaning the oven hood vents. These are small little areas that I oftentimes forget to clean. They don't look too bad, but they are super greasy, which the camera didn't pick up. I'm going to use the Dawn Power Wash to clean them off and then put them back up there, and they'll be all nice and clean and ready for us to do some cooking for Thanksgiving. I started scrubbing with this little brush that I use for all of my dishes. I don't recommend using this. As you can see, some of the little bristles came off in the grate. So I need to get a sponge or something that would work better to clean down the gray part of this. It wasn't that dirty. It was really the outside of this that the grease had held up, and the little handle part that you pull it off of the hood vent, that was really greasy as well. So just spraying it down and spraying the water on it got a lot of the grease out of the actual vent area in the middle. I'm using a stainless steel cleaner to clean down the hood vent. This gets so dirty and greasy and dusty, just collects everything up here, so I try my best to keep up with this as often as possible, as it is kind of a center focal point of the kitchen and just looks so nice when it's nice, clean, and shiny. So I'm going to shine all this up, get it all nice and clean, so we are ready for Thanksgiving. I also have up there that little white. I was trying to put a command strip up there to hang a wreath, but the command strip wasn't strong enough for the wreath that I was trying to hang, so I do need to get a stronger command strip because I think it is so cute. Just adds a little something, especially during the holidays if you hang a wreath up there. I'm replacing the vents here on the hood. These thankfully are so easy to take out and put back in. If you have not or were unaware that you can do this, after this video, make sure you go and clean your hood vents. It'll make such a difference for your Thanksgiving hosting. Area number 2 that I'm going to deep clean today are these trash cans. They are in desperate need. Somebody spilled a soda can over here, so that's why they are extra dirty right now. So I'm just gonna vacuum out any big pieces that I can. There were some dog food in here. Not surprising, she has her dog food everywhere as well as her hair. So I'm just gonna vacuum out, and then I'm going to scrub them with the Dawn Power Wash here in the sink. I have a big scrub brush that I use for items like this that are not things that we are going to eat off of, that are very dirty and need a good scrubbing. I just use this big scrub brush and keep it separate from everything else when I clean these items. While I clean these down, I just wanted to share something I heard on the radio this week. I always listen to a very encouraging radio station. I love the speakers on it. It's called K-Love. I don't know the exact number, and I'm from Massachusetts, so wherever you live, I'm sure the number on the radio station will be different. But she told this story about a teacher in a classroom gave all the students balloons and had them blow up the balloons and then write their names on them. He then threw all the balloons into the hallway and had the students go looking for their own balloon with their name on it, gave them 5 minutes to find their balloon. At the end of 5 minutes, none of the students came back with their own balloon because there were so many and they were all mixed together, they had a hard time finding them. So then he instructed everybody to find a balloon with somebody's name on it and find that person who that balloon belonged to and give it to them. He gave them 5 minutes to do this, and within the 5 minutes, everybody had their own balloon back. He then told the students that this is a great reminder in showing you that in order to help yourself, you have to help someone else. I thought this was so encouraging and wanted to share this with you as well. I hope my channel is able or provides you with cleaning motivation and in helping myself in cleaning my own home and sharing my home, which has been such a blessing to us. I hope to help you and be a blessing to you as well. Give you some encouragement in your own life. So if there is some struggles that you're going through, or you feel like you could use some encouragement, maybe go about and encourage somebody else and help somebody else, because in the process you'll probably find, just like the students who were able to get their own balloons back with the help of somebody else, that you will get the help that you need or the encouragement that you need by helping someone else as well. I am scrubbing down the inside of this door, and I'll also spray down and clean out the inside of this cabinet. It gets very dirty as it holds our trash can and our recycling bin. I'm using the Clorox Scentivia spray and the coconut scent. This is my favorite spray, and I was so excited when I found it at Walmart this week. I think it smells so great. It leaves a lingering coconut smelling scent, and I love my house to smell like you're at the beach. Makes cleaning a lot more fun too when you enjoy the scent. I'm just using a microfiber cloth to scrub this all down to get this nice and clean. The third place I'm going to clean is my dog's bed. I have this dog bed that has a zipper so I can just remove the outside and throw it right into my laundry machine. It makes cleaning this so much easier and allows us to have a nice fresh bed for her. She's a dog, so it gets dirty pretty quickly. She loves to be outside and her hair sheds like crazy. Here she is. Her name is Millie. She's a black lab and a Jack Russell mix. She is the sweetest girl. She is going to be 3 in December and we have enjoyed having her so much. Leave a thumbs up on this video to say hi to Millie. I had a load of laundry in the dryer, so I'm going to take that out, and then there was also a load of laundry in the washing machine. I'm going to quickly move that over into the dryer, and then I'll throw Millie's bed in here to get it all nice and clean. The fourth area that I'm going to deep clean today are the floor vents. These get very dirty. There's always dirt and dog hair in here, so I'm just going to use my shop vac and vacuum them out so that our air that's coming in, as now that we're using the heat because it has been pretty cold here in Massachusetts, is coming out of this floor vent. I want to make sure that our air is as clean as possible. The fifth place on my list to clean for today are the windows. I got the Sprayway glass cleaner. This is my first time using it and I love it. I think it worked so great. I actually like it better than the Method. I think the Method glass cleaner smells a lot better because they did add that minty scent to it. I do like this. I found this to smell a little bit more sterile, but after a little bit it did go away, thankfully. And when I say sterile, I mean kind of like the hospital smell, you know how it's like super clean. That's what this reminded me of. I've worked in medical my entire career, so that's something I'm very used to. So if that is something you're sensitive to or wouldn't like, I just wanted to mention that because I was a little surprised by that. But as far as the windows and the glass itself, it cleaned so well. It was so easy to use. I don't know what it is about a foam cleaner, but it is very satisfying to spray and also to watch on video. I am using a microfiber cloth and this made the whole job of cleaning all the windows in my house so much easier. I think this is something very important to put on my list for a holiday pre-cleaning checklist, as that's something sometimes I get comments on, especially this time of year where it's getting dark earlier. It's getting dark at like between 4:30 and 5, so we still have guests over that we're hosting, and when the sun starts to go down, that's when you can really tell how dirty my windows are. So I wanted to include this as my last and final for this video of 5 areas or places that you may be forgetting to clean. Leave a comment down below what your list of areas you may forget to clean on a regular basis would be. What areas are you thinking of, or do you think of a lot more when you know you're hosting? And don't click off this video yet. I know a lot of times when people say their last and final, that's when people are like, oh, I guess I'll get off now because she's finishing up. I am including in this video what we had for dinner tonight. It's one of my favorite dishes. It is a teriyaki chicken with vegetables, very easy to make. I'll include the recipe in the description below. So if you want to see how I make this, stay tuned because I'm going to make dinner right after I finish cleaning these windows. If you are new and are enjoying this video, I would love to have you subscribe and join us in this community. I post every Tuesday and Friday. This is the 5th in my deep cleaning series. I have one more episode that'll go up the last Friday of this month, and this series will be closed out. It has been so much fun and I hope you are all enjoying it. I have a 1-year-old son. His name is Luca. He'll be 2 in January, which is coming up so quickly. We just this week started transitioning him to a booster seat, which you can see right here at the kitchen table. He has been loving it. He's actually been eating a lot better, and he just seems so much happier that he is sitting at the same table as us as opposed to sitting in his high chair. I still do have his high chair. I'm a little nervous and sad to get rid of it, so I don't know when we'll do that, but that's coming close as he's almost 2. It's exciting, but so bittersweet as I absolutely loved his baby stage. Now moving on to dinner, I'm first gonna fill this bowl with water. This is the bowl that goes in our rice maker. If you do not have a rice maker and you enjoy rice and make rice quite often throughout the week, I highly recommend it. We got it off Amazon. We've had it for years now, and we use it multiple times throughout the week. It makes making rice so easy. You just fill the bowl with water, put in the rice, and put it in the maker, and it just cooks, and then is like perfect rice every time. I'm making a teriyaki chicken with vegetables. The vegetables are carrots and broccoli. I'll leave the recipe in the description box below. To start, I'm going to cut up the cloves of garlic. I always cut these up on a smaller cutting board so then I could just use that to transfer it from the cutting board to the pan, because it doesn't go into the pan until after the chicken and the carrots have cooked through. I love prepping food to cook. I'm not the best cook. I don't enjoy cooking, but chopping and peeling and cutting, I do love that. I think it is so fun and so satisfying to watch. If you are somebody who likes the Food Network, that's usually one of my favorite parts of watching it. So one tip that I can give in cooking, I definitely know how to prep. I'm really good at that, is when especially cutting the garlic. I always use this bigger knife. I put the tip or like top part of the knife on the cutting board itself, and then always just use the back end of it. It allows you to have more control of the knife and just creates like a smoother cut. So it is safer for you and keeps the knife sturdier, so you can cut through a little smoother. Can we just take a second to look behind me? My son is back there. That is Luca. He has this kitchen that we got from really good friends of ours, and he loves it. A lot of times when I'm cooking dinner like this, he'll go over to his kitchen and start cooking too, which I think is so cute. And I am just so happy that I caught it on film. I think that is so adorable, and I'm definitely gonna look back on this video and be so happy that I have this clip of him cooking. Not that it lasted very long because he's already gone, but how cute was that? I cut up and washed the broccoli and put that over by the stove so that it's ready to go when I'm adding it to the dish. Now I'm going to cut up the chicken. I always use different cutting boards for the meat and vegetables. They look very different, so I know which one I use for which. I have had guests over that use the wrong one, which drives me crazy, but how are they supposed to know? It's not like they're labeled, right? But for myself, I always use different ones, keep them separate. So I'm just going to cut the chicken up in bite-sized pieces. The last item that needs to be prepped is the carrots. I'm using baby carrots. We already have them on hand. This is a huge bag, so I oftentimes make this dish when I do have bags of carrots like this so that I use them up. I grabbed a paring knife to cut these in half. It's much easier to use this type of knife as opposed to the big knife since the carrots are already so small. I'm just gonna cut them in half and then they'll be ready to add for me to start cooking everything up. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite dinner recipe is. You could just tell me what it's called. I'm sure I can find something similar on Pinterest. I'm just curious and love to get new ideas. I love watching these kinds of YouTube videos because it gives me lots of ideas to add to my monthly meal plan to try out new recipes, which makes cooking a little bit more fun. I'm adding olive oil to the pan. I'm going to add in the chicken and the carrots and let these cook up together. Now I'm going to work on the sauce. The sauce contains soy sauce, honey, ginger. You can use fresh. I don't have any on hand, so I'm just going to use this powdered ginger that I have and some cornstarch. I feel like I'm missing something, but I believe that's all. Oh, and a little bit of water, same ratio as the soy sauce. The recipe is in the description. If you do want to make this is very easy. I usually always have all of these ingredients on hand. And I made this sauce for a few other dishes as well because it is so easy to make. I just have a little bit of trouble sometimes. I try to keep the heat as low as I can because it cooks up so fast that it's very easy to burn this sauce. So keep that in mind. Don't let it sit and cook on its own because I think because of the honey, it just makes it congeal and cook and almost burn very quickly. So make sure you're watching it the whole time that it's cooking. The rice is done, so I'm going to get this out of the pan and just put it in a Tupperware container. We don't ever always finish the rice, which is great because I do love having this for leftovers for lunch the next day. So whenever I plate up food, I always put everything extra in these containers right away so that I don't have extra dishes to do. And then once we are done with dinner, we just have to put a lid and put it right in the fridge. Makes the cleanup process a lot easier. Now the chicken and carrots are cooked. I'm adding the garlic. This cooks up pretty quickly because the pan is already hot. So as soon as I smell that delicious fragrant garlic smell, I know that it's done. I'll add the broccoli and the sauce. My sauce is a little thicker than I like it, so I'm going to add a little bit more soy sauce. You could also add some water if you prefer to do that. I'm just going to add that in, stir it up, and then just pour it right over everything in this pan. The broccoli cooks up really fast because the pan's already hot, so the chicken and the carrots are warm. The sauce is warm as well, so I always just add it directly in raw. The recipe tells you to put it like in the microwave or cook it separately. I had done that before, but then it made the broccoli almost too cooked. It was like mushy, and I wanted it to be a little crunchier, so I've been doing this instead, just adding it raw right into the dish, and I like it a lot better. This completes the dish. It's so easy. A lot of times things we already have on hand, you just whip it together. You could change up the vegetables. If you don't like these vegetables, put it with anything. It's so delicious. I highly recommend you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you and hope to see you back here for my video on Tuesday.